Mac McDonald here for the May 17th through 23rd Mac About Town. Cars and music have been around ever since they put the first radio in a car. Cars and rock and roll have been around since, well, rock and roll's been around. And, you know, they kind of go together like peanut butter and jelly, you know, Johnny Depp and Tim Burton, or Kanye and Jay-Z. How about Beach and Boys? So with that in mind, the Monterey Rock and Rod Festival combines kind of classic rock and classic cars. And that's being held this Friday through Sunday at the Monterey County Fairgrounds. The big name for this festival this year, this 11th annual, is Felix Cavalier and his Rascals. Their hits include Good Lovin', Groovin', It's a Beautiful Morning, A Girl Like You, Lonely Too Long, and their biggest hit actually was People Got to Be Free. Casey Frazier is playing Friday night at 8:30 at the Alternative Cafe in Seaside, and opening that will be an alternative rock trio called In My Universe. But you can also catch Frazier at Saturday night at 8:30 at the London Bridge Pub in Monterey. He's actually played with Kenny Rogers and Mandy Moore. His songs have attracted attention from artists such as Tim McGraw and Keith Urban and Rascal Flatts. And he's played a lot in this area. He plays at London Bridge Pub, Alternative Cafe. I just saw him last Friday at Bullwhackers. He plays at Jack London's in Carmel. So he plays a lot of the smaller venues. And sometimes he plays solo, sometimes with a band. At Alternative Cafe, he'll have his full band with him.
The echo spots lead, tell me where to go. And I'm stuck between the rain and the snow. I didn't think dying would be so hard. Didn't think living would be so hard.
Now, Microtonic Harmonic, on the other hand, they're playing Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. at The Works in Pacific Grove. That's the bookstore. Used to be called the Bookworks in Pacific Grove, right across from the post office. And Microtonic Harmonic is a four-piece band, and they play a lot of. They just came out with their second CD, Foggy Coast, and they play a lot of bluegrass favorites, but they also take a couple pop songs, they turn them into bluegrass songs, a couple of Beatles tunes. They did a Paul Simon song, Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard. There's a couple other shows I'd like to mention for this weekend. The Danny Page Band, they're actually doing an unusual show. They're playing Unplugged Friday night at 8 o'clock at the East Village Coffee Lounge in Monterey. That's going to be a kind of a stripped-down band. Danny Page and the guitarist Jesse DiCarlo. And they have a special guest for that night, Steve Uccello, who is a really fine local bass player. Also at Casa Sereno in Salinas, the great Santa Cruz Brazilian dance and percussion band Sambada is playing on Friday night. That starts at 9 o'clock. And if you're on your way to Santa Cruz this weekend, you might want to check out this band playing Saturday night at 9 o'clock at Moe's Alley in Santa Cruz. Now, it's called the Royal Southern Brotherhood. And this is kind of a brand new band, actually, and it's kind of an all-star band. It features Devin Allman, who is Greg Allman's son, who sings and plays guitar. and as well as Cyril Neville, who's the percussionist for the Neville Brothers, and Mike Zito, who's a really great blues guitar player. Well, that's it for this week. Grab a copy of Go for more information. Get out there and support live music, and we'll see you about town.